What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, by popular request of Chad Spencer's, we will be putting a diffuser on a Prelude. Alright, now this Prelude is actually, if you remember in one of the previous videos when we did the blow-off valve on the yellow ST, this is actually his other car, his Prelude. And Chad Spencer's is just his dad. It's just kind of a joke. But they actually did get an aftermarket diffuser, and we're going to be putting it on this. Now, the only issue is how low this car is. We might have to jack it up a little bit to get underneath. Because on here, these holes right here, it's a screw that comes in from the top. So it might be a little complicated. We're probably going to have to fight with it a little bit. We do have to take an old one off. This one right here. We're gonna have to take this one off to put this one on. Now the only other complication is the exhaust, because the tip of this muffler just about touches, well, actually there's a cutout on this the stock one, so the exhaust doesn't hit it. Now there is no cutout on this one as far as I know, so we might have to cut a little bit to make a little room, but it should fit up. It's hard to get a good angle from underneath the car because of how low it is, but as you can see right here, we have a bolt. This is the same for the other side too. You should have 1 to 2 bolts right here, and then along here you're just gonna have a bunch of push pins, like the upholstery clips. So I'm gonna try to record this the best I can, but pretty much you're just gonna want to take out the 2 side bolts that are on both sides. There'll be one right here and then one right here, and then from there in the middle here you're gonna have to kind of play around with it a little bit, but there should be areas where some upholstery pins are at. You're just gonna want to remove those, and then this thing should just slide right out. So I lied to you guys just a little bit. The outside ones are actual screws. The next one in is just push pins, but this one's all broken, so I mean it popped right down. Now you will need a 10mm. I got a ratcheting wrench, so it helps, but you will if not, you can just use a normal wrench. It's no biggie. I just have a ratcheting one for like convenience sake. But up underneath here are more screws. Let me see if I can find one here. I can see it. Oh yeah, right here. So I don't know how well this is picking it up. Yeah, there we go. Right there is a screw, and then along here are, I think there might be 1 or 2 more along here, and then obviously on the side over here we got to get the screw out of that still, and then the push pin's actually gone on this side, so we don't have to worry about that. But pretty much it's just you'll need a 10mm wrench or a ratcheting wrench, whichever one you have, and you're gonna have to hunt them down. They're kind of hard to see underneath here, and plus it doesn't help with how low the car is. So we are gonna finish getting all these push pins out and getting these screws out, and then I will catch up with you guys once we have this thing off the car. Okay, we got it off now. I think this thing's been off once before, because there's supposed to be, you know, one here, you know, all along here, and well, there wasn't barely any of these. On both sides, there weren't any in here. We're actually not going to be able to use these because on our new diffuser, none of these holes are here. It's just the ones that are up top like this. So I hope it's not going to like flap around a lot. We might have to make a run to the store to get some extra. Well, actually, there's a bag somewhere. I don't know, a bag somewhere that came with extra stuff. Oh yeah, here. New hardware and whatnot. So I think we should be good for that one. But in the meantime, we're going to take out these slide clips. We might need them, just to be safe. And then we're right now mocking up the new rear diffuser. Now it's kind of, from how it was packaged, it's sort of bent a little bit, so it's hard to mock it up. We're probably gonna throw a bolt or 2 in it and see if we need to cut a little bit off of the rear diffuser so our muffler doesn't hit, because we don't want the heat from the muffler to melt this. Then it just wouldn't look good, or it could start a fire, and we don't want that. So we're gonna mock this thing up real quick, see if we need to make any cuts or anything like that. I'll update you guys if we need to. Oh, we finally got it on. This took a lot of fighting, because this thing, like I said, how it was packaged and it was bent. So it really didn't want to just seat up there properly. We had to fight with it a little bit, but we finally got it on there. Now it's not snugged up or anything yet. I just wanted to update you guys really quick. The hardware that it came with these bolts, like bolts and nuts. We didn't end up using all of these, so a lot of them are hard to get to, and in case this needs to come off for whatever reason, it can come off with ease. Plus what we have on there, it'll hold it down, no problem. This thing shouldn't be flapping around or nothing. So now all we have left to do is just snug up these bolts, and then we're going to see how it sits on the exhaust, see if we need to cut it or anything like that. And then we're gonna actually kind of take a heat gun to it and just put it on low heat and just hit it around the whole thing a couple of times, just to kind of, because right now the plastic is holding its like rigidity and it's still wanting to bend. And like if you can see right here, I was kind of tucking up and under. We're gonna hit it with the heat gun, and that'll allow the plastic to kind of relax, and it should fit the car more, and it should turn out pretty good. There we have it. We actually, instead of cutting it, because I couldn't get a Dremel in there, I just drilled it, and we took a zip tie and ran it on the exhaust hanger, and so it pulled it up enough to where it's not hitting anymore, so there shouldn't be any problems. All right, so I will admit this was a lot easier than what I thought. It was a little tough to get up into some of the bolts, but we lucked out, and half of ours were already removed. So all we had to do is just get the easy ones out of the way, and then it came right out. There we go, guys. That's gonna be all for today. I'm sorry if lately the content's been dry, and like today, I feel bad because I wasn't able to, like, we don't have a lift, so I wasn't able to really get under the car, you know, strap the GoPro on my head and get under the car and actually like show you what I'm doing. Kind of had to just like sort of take it in steps. It was like the same thing with the blowout valve. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I gotta get back to fixing that thing. Wheel bearings, like driver's side wheels like this, passenger side wheels like that. The wheel bearings on the verge of just falling off, so I gotta fix that and take care of that. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. With wintertime coming around, it's gonna be harder for me to find content, but I'm gonna keep trying my best to post every single Thursday. Now I do have a few things planned, but it takes time and money, and so, you know, most of the time part, that's the biggest problem, is the time. But like I said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, share this with whoever. Help me grow NYAcars into something awesome. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.